Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hello. It is I, Keogu. Keogu, they're really tired, actually. let's swap over to this. Now, I made the executive decision. What was it here? Come on, OBS, work with me. I made the executive decision to do that. There we go. Alright, so. Oh man, we're hydrating? Ah, pickles, I just made myself a cup of tea. It's gonna be way too hot. Alright, and let's... That is really loud. Wowzers. Yeah, come on. There we go, that's better. Okay, I will redeem that hydrate when my tea is a lot cooler. I promise you that. As for how my day has been, it's been... an experience. It's been something. It's been a lot. I don't really know what to say. I'm just... Yeah, I have taken care of myself. I have had lunch. I have made sure that I have had enough water today. I even took a nap because I slept like crap last night. I think I got like 5 hours of sleep last night. I got home from the hospital, it was about 11:30. Yeah, it was about 11:30 that I got home, because I had to pick my mother up. So from there I ended up, so 11:30 I then got myself into pajamas and whatnot, brushed my teeth. So by the time that I got into bed, oh yeah, I also had a phone call as well, just to help calm myself down a bit. But got into bed at about 1-ish. So 1 a.m. is when I went to sleep, and then, you know, waking up multiple times in the night because stressed, need to pee, thirsty, you know, all that jazz. My father's doing okay. If you don't know and you're not in the Discord, that's fair. My father had a stroke last night. We're not really too sure the extent of the stroke. Simply because, well, we have to wait for more information to be presented to us. So, he's okay to an extent. He doesn't seem to really recognize my mother. He doesn't really seem to recognize myself. He's kind of, like, he's... how do I describe it? It's not a case of, like, I don't know who this person is, how do you know me, why are you talking to me? It's more of a case of, oh, they're my friends. No, we're your family. My dude, we're your family. And it's a bit awkward, because it's a case of like, well, you know, we should give you a hug when we go to leave. But he just seemed awkward and uncomfortable by it, and it's, I don't know. So doctors are currently doing their best with, you know, 24/7 care. He's going to be going in for an MRI sometime tonight. And yeah, we just have to wait for more information. I saw the CT scan, and the nurse, bless her heart, she didn't quite know what the doctor's notes were in regards to the highlighted area. I want to say that the highlighted area that I saw was the part of the brain affected by the stroke. And that's a lot of area affected by it. But he still seems... there? I don't know, it's really hard to say. He's there, but he's not really there. I mean, he's happy enough, but even the doctors have said, like, yeah, he doesn't really remember where he is half the time. Like, he'll go, oh, I'm in the hospital, and then just forget. But we saw him with a physio this morning. He was up and about walking. He needed some assistance with walking and whatnot, but he seemed to do quite well by himself. He engages in conversation quite fine, just slurs his words a bit. But when they asked him, hey, what's your occupation? He answered, oh, I'm an optometrist. And my mother and I then had to correct him and be like, no, don't believe that. He was an optometrist 13 years ago. He hasn't been an optometrist for 13 years. He works at a hardware store now. So he's just completely forgotten what his current job is. Which is just, like... I wish that I continued studying psychology and neuroscience when I was in university. But good god, the price of university is just... It's disgusting. It's, like, the amount that you have to pay is nauseating. And I looked at that and I went, I don't want to have student debt for like 5 years after I graduate. That just sounds like a miserable experience. So I really don't know very much about the brain, even though I am very fascinated about it. Yeah, he's forgotten a lot, but at the same time, he remembers if he is sort of provoked. It's like a case of like, hey, what kind of job do you do? Oh, I'm an optometrist. No, you're not. What about the hardware store? This particular person, you know? Oh yeah, them, yeah. But then again, we don't know if he's just saying that to go along with conversation, or if it's actually like a jogging memory thing. But yeah, he had... Yeah, it's... I did actually take a photo when I was in there. Let's take a look. I took a photo of the brain chart that they had, so... From the areas that I saw that were affected... We have... Okay, it mostly seemed to affect... Oh, that's the other thing as well. He doesn't have sight in his right eye at all. And that wasn't actually part of the stroke. He had eye issues for about a year previously. An optometrist that he went to see was just like, look, there's nothing we can do unless you want laser surgery for it. And he went, no, I don't want laser surgery. But since he had the stroke, his right eyesight is just gone. Even though the stroke happened on the right side of the brain, which therefore means the left eye should have been gone. So I don't know what's going on with that. But basically, I'm not going to use the scientific names because people aren't really going to understand. But basically, the balance portion of his brain was somewhat affected. The sight section of his brain was affected. He's got double vision and he has reported double vision and dizziness a lot. And the language side of it has just a little bit of damage there from what I've seen. So it explains why he slurs his words. Oh, doctors said he can't read anymore. He can't read. He's just lost the ability to read. And he apparently also makes up words. Like, let's say, for example, the word for, using something simple, a cat. Let's say he doesn't remember the word for cat. Apparently he'll just make up some other word to call the cat something else. Like, oh yeah, that's a rabbit. No. That's a cat. Bless your heart for trying, but it's okay to admit that you don't know. Do we know what caused the stroke? Not yet. We don't know. Well, we know it's a blood clot of some kind, but why the blood clot occurred, that's something we don't know. So hopefully the MRI tonight will be able to tell us. I don't know, the nurse was basically saying like, look, the MRI and the other scans that we're going to do is basically going to tell us how it formed, where it came from, and how we can go about treating it. And I went, whoa, that's some impressive tech you've got there. So currently at this stage, all we know is that there was a clot, it happened, he's currently in good care. And hopefully, when we go to see him again, we'll have a bit more answers in regards to that. But he doesn't smoke, he's not a heavy drinker, he only has 1 cup of wine every night, that's it. He doesn't do recreational drugs, he doesn't take any medication, he's fairly active. It's hypothesized that he's had a stroke because of stress, which has elevated his blood pressure. So he's currently on blood thinners to reduce the clot and get rid of it, and he's also on an what's it called? I've forgotten the name. Anti-blood pressure medication. Because he's stressed. But he seems, I don't know, it's so bizarre when you look at him. And because, again, I'm the only one out of everyone here who has seen him, it's been a case of, like, is he just nodding along with conversation to be nice, or is he just actually remembering things? I did not increase the counter. So it's a bit difficult. Also, hi Ella! I was meant to say hi to you when you first popped in, but I was talking about stuff that happened. Yeah, I remember I was just preparing to start stream last night, and all of a sudden I was asked, hey, could you just deal with, you know, could you deal with the cats? Your father's not feeling well. I was like, oh yeah, okay, sure. And then from there it just kind of progressively got worse and worse, and I remember asking him, do you have a headache? Oh, I have a light headache. Are you nauseous? No, I'm not nauseous. Any chest pain? No chest pain. Do you have any muscle aches? No. But he just didn't seem, he seemed very unbalanced, etc, blah blah blah, basically all of those stroke symptoms, but it was so minor that my mother and I were kind of like, is it a stroke or is it something else that seems like a stroke? They weren't very obvious stroke symptoms. Oh my god, Mr. Lockstead, thank you so much for stopping with your Prime. That's so generous, thank you. And once again, my bloody alerts aren't working. I specifically set up I went through and I did this today. I did this earlier today before I took a nap. And they're still not working. That low-key pisses me off. I'm really sorry that my alerts haven't been working for the longest time. I specifically set them up, but then again I didn't test it, so that's my fault. Ugh, it's been a day. It's been a day and a half. It's been a wild 24 hours. It was really nice with what they did for me last night specifically. Visiting hours ended about 10 minutes before I arrived at the hospital, because I was just waiting, because my mother went in the ambulance with my father, and I was left to just take care of the household. Basically, just make sure it was all in order. So I went into the hospital to pick up my mother, and I was 10 minutes past visiting hours. But they allowed me special access because I've got PTSD, and I was kind of mega stressed out about shit. So they were like, okay, just because, just don't disturb anybody, don't chat with people, just go in, see that your father's okay, and I was like, I can do that. And I also dropped off a couple of items like a toothbrush, toothpaste, hairbrush, deodorant, etc. But yeah, last night, my mother ended up just going, you know what, I am making the executive decision, I am calling an ambulance, we're just gonna get you checked out, even though there might not be anything wrong, at least we're just gonna rule that out. And the Amber arrived within 5 minutes of that phone call, so they were very, very close in the area. And it's just unfortunate that he was doing perfectly fine. Well, not perfectly fine. He seemed okay until the ambulance people got there. And then all of a sudden, things just declined. So I'm not sure if it really did decline, or if subconsciously his brain went, these people are here to help. I can stop pretending. But the Amber was like, do you have a headache? And he went, no. And I said, yes. He said he has a light headache. And they went, okay, thank you for confirming that. And then it was a case of like, oh, are you nauseous? No, I'm not nauseous. And then 5 minutes later, I'm nauseous. And I shit you not, within 2 minutes of him saying that, he was throwing up. It was only once, but it was just instant. Like, holy crap. The lady barely got the sick bag in time. And even still, I unfortunately had to clean up what didn't go in the bag. But that's neither here nor there. He went to hospital. I thanked the Ambo that came back to collect bags and whatnot. I said, thank you very much for, you know, coming to collect my father. And I said to them, he is known to lie about how he is feeling to downplay it. And the guy was like, thank you for letting me know, but I think there is enough wrong here that he can't lie about what he's going through. And I was like, thank you, because I do the same thing. hey, how is your pain on like a level of 1 to 10? You know, it's like a 5 when it could honestly be like an 8. Remind you not to be stubborn about seeking medical attention? No, seriously, don't. Back when I had pneumothorax a few months ago, I was a bit stubborn in regards to it. Like, no, I don't need an x-ray. Psh, an x-ray? No, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong. No, there was something very, very wrong. How am I feeling about it all? I forgot to increment the counter. I'm feeling pretty pissed about that. I am distracted. Very easily. How am I feeling about it all? I'm not entirely sure how I'm feeling, per se. I feel not as stressed as last night. Definitely not. But I do feel kind of just there. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not feeling stressed or anything. I'm present. I know he's in good hands, so there's no reason to... There is no point in me stressing out and worrying about things when he is in good hands and he is under 24/7 surveillance and care. So there's no point in me stressing out and making myself sick with worry because he's in good hands. And again, all of the nurses and doctors, they're really, really nice. They know what they're doing. They have great communication. It's just a matter of how bad is it? Like, what caused the clot? What caused the stroke, I should say, because, again, I'm assuming it was a clot, because if it was a brain bleed, he would have gone in for surgery. But it's a case of what caused the stroke, what areas were really affected by it. Okay, let's get some treatment. What kind of treatment is there? And then the next step is, what's the rehab going to be like? What is that situation? And because he's got only vision in one eye now, it's a case of, is he allowed to drive again? Apparently, if you can get your learner's permit and learn to drive again if you do lose eyesight in one eye. A friend of the family actually does that. But I just keep thinking, is my father going to be patient enough to do that? Is he going to be able to do that? And, I mean, it is just, thankfully, because I am now old enough, actually I've been old enough for years now, where I am legally able to teach somebody how to drive. So if I have to teach him how to drive again, I will return the favor. He taught me how to drive, I will return the favor. You always bring up your kidney stone experience. Oh my god, you had kidney stones? Oh my god. Oh my... I am so sorry that you experienced that. I haven't experienced them, but I've heard and medical symptoms just like reading about kidney stones, because one day, you know when you hear something and you're like, huh, I'm curious, so you Google it and then you go down this rabbit hole of medical stuff. That's what I did. But like, geez, I'm so sorry that you had kidney stones. You compare it to that whenever doctors ask you about pain. That's... yeah. I mean, considering that would probably have been the worst pain, I have heard females say that a kidney stone is worse than them giving birth. Which, oh my god. It's not fun, to put it mildly. Yeah, I wouldn't say that it is fun. That's... Jeez, I'm so glad that you're past that. That would not have been a fun experience at all. He's hoping that it never happens for you again. The feeling of trying your best but also accepting, because being in denial doesn't do anyone any good, it's kind of a bit like that. At least I feel like this when my issues arrive. I'm pretty good at just accepting reality and moving forward. Some of us are definitely better at it than others. I know that my father isn't well right now, but he seems... he doesn't seem delirious. He doesn't seem in any pain. He seems fairly healthy. I made mention of that. I said, hey, you actually look pretty good compared to, you know, when you had, what is it called? Oh god, it's always the lung things. Because I've had pneumothorax and that's the only word that comes to mind. Pneumonia. That's the one. Oh, it's just turned to night. Oh, I love hunting at night. It's so much fun. That sounds really bad. No, I love shiny hunting at night because the sprite stands off screen a lot, but it just, I'm not creepy, I swear. Promise you. But yeah, he looks a lot healthier than when he was actually sick, but he's just he's confused, he's kind of just there. He's like, oh yeah, I'm here. It's, yep. People are here. I said to my mother last night, I don't think he quite realizes the situation that he's in, and that's probably for the best. He's most likely just thinking, wow, this is some wild dream. Now, did I get distracted? No, for once I didn't get distracted. But yeah, he's probably just thinking, wow, this is a wild dream. And if that's the case, let's keep it like that until he's recovered a bit. Because there's no point in being like, yeah, this is a really bad situation, and then making his blood pressure go even higher. There's no point in that. Now, Pickles, I'm going to take you up on that hydrate from 20 minutes ago. My tea is ready to go. Wait, you sent a picture of your stone? Let me see. Oh my god. It seems so small, but at the same time, like, it's so small when you actually look at it, but when it is inside your body, it's like the largest thing possible. Wow. So did you have to pass that yourself? Because I don't really know the details on, like, you know, treating kidney stones. All I know is how they happen. Jeez, I'm so sorry if you had to... Yes, you had to pass it yourself. Oh my god, I am so sorry. That must have been absolute agony. I'm really glad that you're healthy and doing so much better after that. I know you said it was years ago, but jeez. That's an experience I don't think anyone would forget easily. I just want to say thank you to all of you who are listening to me talk about this. It's nice to just get it off my chest. Yes, I have told, obviously, my mother is aware of it. She's been, you know, dealing with it at the same time as me. I have also spoken to my partner in regards to things, but it's a case of, like, sometimes you just still need to talk about it. You just still need to just get things off your chest. Oh yeah, here's a fun thing. My mother, she was very upset when she came in to see me about 90 minutes ago now, because apparently the hospital, when we were there visiting, completely forgot to have us sign a form. And that form was a permission form for the MRI. So my mother had to do that herself over the phone, because otherwise the MRI wouldn't have happened today and it would have been postponed until tomorrow. So the best thing that I can do right now in this situation is just find something to distract myself with and take care of myself. Because if I worry myself into sickness, then, well, who's gonna be there to help pick up my father from the hospital when he's ready to be discharged? Because my mother doesn't drive. Sorry, just taking a breather because I just spoke a lot in quick succession. It's been an interesting 24 hours. Yeah, it was literally 24 hours ago that the ambulance arrived to basically check on my father. And this is just like a bit of pettiness. I know that they're working really fast to try and, you know, keep the patient in as best health as possible, you know, work as fast as you can, but did they have to leave all of their little plastic cups and everything everywhere from stuff? Like, I just... I had to do a lot of cleanup yesterday. I had to clean up after my mother made dinner. I had to clean up after my father and the mess that he made. Not his fault. Not his fault. I had to clean up the mess that the Ambers made, and then had to clean up the mess that the cats made. It was an experience. Tea helps. Tea helps me not feel so stressed. From your experience, I'm either taking this really well, or I've subconsciously not allowed myself to feel, and I'm in sentinel mode. How do I think I'm taking it really well. Last night I was not taking it very well. When my father basically, like, when my father vomited for that one and only time, that was like me being like, okay, something is very, very wrong. I am stressed, and I almost cried. Because that is my stress reaction, to just cry. And I was like, no, no, no. The Ambos are here. Don't bawl your eyes out. He's in good hands. They know what they're doing. They're gonna take care of him. And then when they left the ambulance and I was left home alone to clean up everything, it was a case of like, okay, this is wrong. This is bad. But it's okay. I have tasks to do. There are things that I can do to help. And things were okay until I went into the hospital. Oh, hold on. There's an ad, hold on. Just gonna get that ad rolling, just so that way we can get rid of that shit. Okay, cool. Is my repel still active? I think so. Yes. Just gonna wait for the ad to finish rolling. Stupid ads. Hate ads. Man, ads are just... I wish there was a way that I could permanently get rid of ads. There used to be a way, and then Twitch, I think it was like a year or two ago, were like, hey, we're changing ads so you can't get rid of them. And that was a real bummer, because I was there thinking like, oh man, this sucks. I should just get rid of ads. No one likes ads. I don't like ads. Why would I make people sit through ads? I'm gonna take a sip of my tea again. Because it is now starting to rapidly cool down, and I don't know if you've ever experienced cold tea, but it is not nice. It's icky. Okay, is everybody back from ads? Are we ad-free? I think we are now ad-free. Awesome. Good stuff. I don't have a mug warmer. No. I do not indeed have a mug warmer. I tried, but the shape of this mug is a bit... It's a specialty... It's a specialty pottery mug. I haven't seen another one like it since I bought it. Yes, I know, I'm terrible. I don't have a mug warmer. I know. I've been kicking myself over that for like 2 years now. But, as I was saying before ads rudely interrupted, I was doing okay until I walked into the hospital. Okay, previously, before my experience in March, you never would have seen me walk into a hospital. I was terrified of them. I was not going to step foot in a hospital under any circumstances. It's just a case of like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. But I actually did a really good job. I walked into the hospital, I found the floor that I needed to go to. Emerald Pickles, yes, you can absolutely see the mug that I have. here you go. It is currently sending. You may absolutely see how adorable this mug is. It's a black cat. It's the face of a black cat, and it is my favorite mug in the entire world. But I was doing okay until I walked into the stroke and heart attack ward. And as soon as I closed the door behind me, and the beeping of all of the monitoring machines, that got to me and I felt really stressed. And then the last thing that kind of just pushed me over the edge last night, but I had to keep it to myself, was the fact that my father looked me dead in the eye and he didn't really recognize me. That was crushing. But currently at the moment, I feel pretty okay. Like, yes, there are still some times where I choke up and I get a bit emotional because it is a stressful situation. But I'm not completely panicking. There's really no reason for me to panic. It's just, he's in good care. They're gonna do everything that they can for him. He's going to make a recovery of some kind eventually. Just take care of myself. Because I am not the one who is being taken care of 24/7 by people. I have to take care of myself. Also, if music is too loud, too quiet, do let me know. Bread! Bread, you're making me hydrate! Yes, I shall hydrate. I will happily drink my cup of tea. Oh my god, tea is so good. I currently have my second favorite flavor of tea right now. It's just an Earl Grey. It's so good. But yes, I am drinking. Sorry, what did you say? You said drunk. I am drinking. Although the speed of me now hunting has just decreased rapidly because I'm trying to hold my— oh, there we go. I'm trying to hold my stylus in my left hand while I also use the D-pad. So it's not really going too well. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Speaking of eating and drinking. When I went to see my father early this morning, not really early, but around 10:30, I asked him, and I was like, "Are you hungry?" And he went, "No." He didn't eat anything last night for dinner because he wasn't feeling well because of the stroke. And he still didn't eat anything for breakfast because he was just exhausted by the tests and the constant ops. Which, if you've ever been in hospital for something severe and you've had ops, I can tell you it is the worst fucking thing ever. They check on you every 15 to 30 minutes to make sure everything's okay. I had it every hour when I had pneumothorax to make sure that my breathing was doing alright and the machine was doing its job. But it sucked. Like, you just barely get comfortable and you sleep and then, oh, okay, someone's checking on me. I know they're doing their job, but when you're trying to rest and recover, it's horrible. But yeah, I just felt sorry for him after a while because he was so tired. And he managed to have a shower with the assistance of a nurse and whatnot. But we then had to step out because the doctor wanted to, you know, run through some checks and everything. And by the time that we went back to him to check, he was like so dead tired. He was like falling asleep sitting up. Lights still on and everything from the doctors doing the check. He was just so tired. But he still opened his eyes and was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm okay." And so I looked at him and I was like, just rest. Just eat whatever you can. Sleep as much as you can. It'll help your brain recover. And he was like, "Okay." But it is a bit hard because I don't think he fully recognizes people. Which makes sense because the right side of the brain, the right hemisphere, is known for facial recognition, so it doesn't really surprise me. it's a bit hard not to take it personally. Because, like, come on, man. You know who I am. Surely. You know, I've been the kid that's been harassing you for, like, the past 20-something years. But at the same time, it's not his fault. I'm not gonna get angry at him. And I just have to recognize that it's still early days. He can recover that in time. So yeah, it sucks in the moment, but I'm not taking it personally. Because that would be stupid of me. Like, looking at a person who has... I want to say, oh no, I spilt my tea. Looking at a person who has minor brain damage and going, how dare you not recognize me? Like, that's wrong. I have almost finished my tea. It's going cold. I finished my tea. There is no more hydrate. Unless you want me to drink my stale bedside water again. Oh wait, no, actually, I have some water in a vase from some flowers that I got like 2 weeks ago. It's very murky, very disgusting looking, but hey, I'll drink it. Please don't make me drink the flower water. It looks gross. The flowers are kind of on their last legs. They're wilting now, as all store-bought flowers do. So all of like the yellow pigment from the daisies is now just seeping through the stems into the water, so it looks delicious. Drink the flower water? I'm not drinking the flower water. It was a joke. I'm not drinking the flower water. That's gross. You're icky, man. That's ugh. Oh yeah, I also went ahead and I increased my Mamoswine's attack stat by another 3 stages because I was getting sick of Entei being left on 1 HP. So now, with 125 attack, it should knock out any Entei that... Oh, you! Just as I was saying it. Just as I was saying it. Okay, so 126 attack stat might be the best. Just had to prove me wrong in that moment, didn't you? Just spiteful, particular individual had to prove me wrong in that moment. Oh yeah, my Mamoswine can now knock out any Entei it sees. That particular Entei. Hold my beer. Come on, man, that's rude. That's a slap in the face after I said that. Nothing I can do about it, though. Besides, out of all the resets that I've done at the moment, only having that as 1 HP for 1 Entei, that's pretty good. Let me guess, it's that spiteful Entei again, isn't it? You spiteful individual. Oh yeah, while my father is in hospital, I'm gonna do my best to maintain my upload schedule, so a video will be coming out tomorrow. Or like in 12 hours time. It'll be releasing in roughly 12 hours time. Because while I still have videos there, I don't particularly feel up for doing any more Frontier at this stage. But there are still videos in the backlog ready to go. And if I get off my ass and finish my thumbnails, it'll be an extra 2 added to the list. But I don't want to do thumbnails. Thumbnails are hard work. Yeah, they may look good, but there's so much hard work. It's really not. It's just... It's only hard work because I make it hard work. How has my day been so far? It's been... eventful, but quiet. There have been things that have happened. Went to see my father at the hospital, went and dropped my mother off at a particular place and waited for 10 minutes while she did some, like, merchandise stuff, I think. Like, I'm not entirely sure. Making uniforms and whatnot for a place. Not making, ordering. I then went and had lunch. I came back and I had tea at 1:30, I think. I then tried to play some games just to distract myself, but I was so bloody tired. And then I had the worst nap in the longest time ever. I struggled to fall asleep. And then waking up, I was like, okay, that's gotta be like 3 hours, right? And I look at the time. What do you mean I've only been asleep for 1 hour? I'm not quite sure how I would describe my day. It's been a day. It's not really been a good day. It's not really been a bad day. It's just kind of been there. It happened. How has your morning been, Brad? How are you doing? Oh yeah, how did your travels go? I undersleep and you oversleep, yin and yang. I woke up at 7 for my alarm because one of the first doctor's rounds was going to be at 8 AM, so we would have had to have leave blah 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 blah. We would have had to have left by 7:30 to get there on time to get there for the doctors. But you know, I woke up at 7 and I was like, okay, gotta go to the hospital, gotta do stuff. Promptly went back to sleep for an hour, woke up at 8 and was like, I gotta go to the hospital, and then went back to sleep until 9. Where I was finally like, okay, we gotta break this cycle that's going on. And so I finally got up. But it's just like the exhaustion. Because I'm not a person who stays up late. So staying up late and then not going to bed until at least 1:30 was like, why? Hey, wait a minute. Why does it say night? Like, the overworld says it's night, but the in-battle says that it's still evening. You woke up 20 minutes ago, feeling alright, still a bit sick. Oh god. Get yourself some soup. Get yourself some molten hop soup. Molten hop. Nice, yeah. Get yourself some molten hop soup. And just chug it. You'll feel so much better. No, please don't. Please do not. That's just a recipe for burning your mouth and your throat. Please don't. I am aware that there is a way to make this hunt just a smidge faster, but I honestly, for the life of me, cannot be bothered going through and catching a bunch of Machop just to find one with no guard. I cannot be bothered. Or a Pokemon with Illuminate, cannot be bothered. This is good enough. Just face tank the time, as I do with most things. It's like in Core Keeper with Raikou, I just ended up face tanking a lot of those attacks and trying to out heal it. It worked in the end, I beat him one go. But just oof. You have to go now, wish me a happy day in stream. Thank you very much. The same to you. I hope you can start to feel better soon, because being sick absolutely sucks. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello, I appreciate it. Excuse me. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long I'm gonna be streaming for. I guess until I just feel like I cannot any longer. And the music is really nice. Music's pretty good. Oh, speaking of music, when I started the stream, OBS had a bit of a fit. Because I always record while I'm streaming, so that way I don't have to download the VOD for my own editing purposes. I just immediately record it straight to where I want the file to go. But because I changed the name of the file by removing one letter, it then threw a fit at me. So I had to quickly fix that as soon as I went live. It's great. It's great stuff. OBS is so volatile. But then again, Streamlabs OBS, or Slobs, is even worse. I don't know, for those of you who were around when I first started streaming in 2021, it was garbage. It was awful. It was constantly giving me audio issues, just bitrate issues, just absolute shitfest to experience. Yeah, I remember having many streams ruined by it. And there was one time where I had an entire stream where I was muted because OBS, well, Slobs, just said, no, your microphone doesn't exist to me. It's a bit dumb. It's all a bit dumb. Yes, and thank you all for keeping me some company tonight. It's been a lot today. I don't have too much energy, but I still want to be here. So I appreciate all of you being here. Just casual chat. Nothing really high-paced. Also, I'm totally not streaming Pokémon because I want to put off my thumbnails. I just have to color it. I just have to color it and the next one's done. But I don't want to. I don't want to deal with color dodge and everything just yet. I'm really not sure what else I should talk about per se. I'm exhausted for one, which I have said that many times over, but I'm kind of at a loss for what to talk about. My brain's just pulling a bit of a blank. Usually I have stuff to talk about. 'Tis what stress and lack of sleep does to you. Seriously? Come on, it's been ages. Just getting unlucky with the roamers landing on this route. I'm gonna go through all of my repels at this rate. Wow, this is terrible luck. This reset is taking forever because there we go. Yikes. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not really talking too much. I blurted out everything that I wanted to say within like the first 30 minutes. And now I'm kind of all talked out. I'm not entirely sure what I should say. Which is unusual because I usually have a lot of stuff to say. It's okay, we don't gotta talk. I appreciate that. Sometimes just sitting in company is just nice. It's just good. Oopsies, go up through the gate. Oh, this Entei does not want to appear. I'm running low on repels for this reset. Okay, where is it? Oh, jeez. It's being annoying. It's not showing up. Wow, it jumped so far. Jeez, I hate rumors sometimes. Please, get on the same route as me. And we can then continue with our lives. Oh man, I remember the first time trying to chase down a Roma when I was a kid. I was actively chasing it route to route, like flying and everything, because I had no idea how it worked. Obviously, trying to chase that down did not work for me. And you could probably just see exactly why it didn't. Every time you jump routes or fly to a different place, it will just completely move. And I've also heard that if you save your game and turn it off, they will move. Even if they're on the same route as you, they will just completely move. Which I think is a bit nasty. Particularly if you're like, okay, I've tracked it down, I'm gonna go to bed for the night. You turn off your game and then boom, it's no longer there. I will just reset over this Entei. Thank you. Had to threaten it. I might do one more reset and then end things here for the night. I'm pretty tired. It's been a day. I still wanted to stream for a little bit because it's just something. It's something that'll keep my mind off of things. Most likely gonna continue doing some of this offline. But as for streaming, I don't think I've got the motivation and the energy right now to just keep going for very long. But I still wanted to show up and be present, even if it was just for a little while. Also, I'm totally not getting sleepy because of this music that I've picked out. Black and White has such good music, and it's a problem because I would easily just fall asleep to it. I love that. I'm so confused. No, I meant comfy. Oh, I love autocorrect sometimes. Comes out with the best shit. Or like, you go to text something, and you're conditioned to, you know, auto-suggestion, having the right word for you. So you automatically press the suggested word, and it's not right whatsoever, and you don't notice until after you've pressed it, so you then have to backspace the word. I do that far too often. It's a problem. I am an impatient texter. Excuse me. I should also look at getting some dinner, because I haven't eaten yet. I had a massive lunch, but that's not good. I should eat something. I might just make myself some toast, slap a fried egg on it, call it a day. Actually, that's my go-to breakfast. Sourdough toast, hummus, olive oil, lettuce, some tomato for just color, and then slap 2 fried eggs on top, and it's really good. Oh, and of course, don't forget some mayonnaise, because I have been told I'm not eating enough, so anything that's calorie dense is a yes. So mayonnaise, hell yeah. You better eat something. You're right, I should. I absolutely should. I also think it's really funny, people who try to improve their diets. It's a case of like, you need to stop eating so many calories in a day. You need to eat healthier, and in my case, it's just literally the opposite. Like, you need to eat more. Calorie-dense foods, eat them. But then again, we've got some leftover chicken that I cooked up the other night. Oh, a nice fast reset compared to the reset I just had. Delightful. I'm so confused about the ad breaks that go on. Like, yeah, there's an ad happening, and then all of a sudden, I look over at my stream manager and it's like, no, the ad's happening in a minute. And I look over at OBS and it goes, no, the ad's happening soon, in 5 minutes. Like, which is it? Which is it? Come on. It's frustrating. No ad, please. No, I wish that I could tell when ads are actually happening, so it's a case of I just stop talking about anything important so that everyone can catch up. So we're all on the same page when the ad ends. This music makes me so sleepy. I picked it because it was soothing and chill, and now it's punishing me for my choice to include such chill music. Oh, we love that. I gotta increase my Mamoswine's attack again. That's so frustrating. But little setbacks happen. Let me guess, that's the Entei again. It's showing its face. Oh no, I can just reset. Excellent. My music has stopped and it is eerie and I don't like it. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream after I see this next one. I need to eat food and I'm really tired. It's certainly been an interesting 24 hours. Been a comfy stream. Hope I'm able to get some good sleep tonight. Thank you. I hope so as well. I should, considering how tired I am. And I think my father should get some good sleep in the hospital as well, because he shouldn't be under 15-minute observations anymore. I do like these... what's the word I'm looking for? I do like these low energy streams because it just means that I can just show up and just chat. I don't have to put effort into trying to beat a boss or anything. It's great. But I am missing Core Keeper. I do miss it a lot. Anyway, that is... How many resets have I done? Oh goodness, 170 divided by 2. I've done 85 resets, wow. Thank you guys so much for dropping by and keeping me some company. Today has been... The last 24 hours have just been something. I know that I'm not in the greatest mindset to stream, but I just wanted to spend some time with people. Just take it easy. So, thank you guys so much for keeping me company for the past hour. Appreciate it a lot. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next. I hope tomorrow. Even if it is just something like this again, just something... I don't know, I'm getting... I don't know what I want to say, I'm really tired. Anyway, thank you guys so much for keeping me some company. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you guys can enjoy your day or evening, wherever you may be. And we're going to get rid of this Oh no, there's a bot. There's a bot right at the end. No, I want to join. We're just gonna get rid of that. We're not dealing with bots. Although they are my favorite because I love swinging the banhammer. Boop. Heh. That's good. Anyway, take care of yourselves, guys. I promise to do the same. Catch you guys a bit later.